When you play a team like Navy that doesn't use the portal, and you look at film this year and go, wait a second, these are the same guys we played against last year. Is that an advantage?
Yeah, it's good to see the same guys on video whenever you can, just because there's that familiarity with who the bodies are, and you played against them last year, and you can see, how the matchups kind of came to fruition on the film. But yeah, it's getting more rare that you see that.
Coach, when you play a team like Navy, normally you're going to have top to bottom better athletes, but you got to match their toughness, don't you?
Yeah, they've got good athletes, and there's no doubt about that. There's a reason why they've won the games that they've won and been as successful as they have this year. And yeah, they're going to be a group that's got as much discipline as anybody. Just the lifestyle that those guys live, it's a lot different than most everybody else across the country. So that's what you're getting into. You're going to play a team that's going to be mentally tough, physically tough, on both sides of it. And good thing for us, man, we stress those things, year round as well. So it shouldn't be some new awakening, this week that we're going to have to play smart and we're going to have to play tough. But you know what you're getting into, when you play Navy, for sure.
Coach, when you talk about culture, Navy's got 200 years of culture. You've got 20 months. Culture doesn't happen in a day, a week, or a season. It's year to year. How you doing with that now in the locker room?
Yeah, culture is, man, it's one day at a time. It doesn't change overnight. So, it's a continuous process. That's the journey that we're all on. The players, the coaches. It's one day at a time, learning how to work together as a family, work together as a team, and how we act and how we treat each other, and how we live. So it's it's never going to end, for any team. You never have it figured out, and you're never incapable of making it better. So it's a daily process, and I think, man, our guys are working to try to figure out how to keep getting better every single day. So when you've got a team that's willing to do that, man, I think you're always going in the right direction.
Coach, my last question, thank you for your time. Last 2 weeks, you tried to hit the home run early. For whatever reason, receiver couldn't locate the ball. That takes a lot of air out of the balloon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
especially when he's wide open like that, right?
Yeah. However it happens, it's a situation that you're going to have to, it's an adversity, right? It gives you an opportunity to respond to adversity either the right way or the wrong way. And man, everybody in the stadium that was wearing green and gold would have loved for that ball to get caught and see what happens after that. And man, it didn't. So that's football. It didn't happen. That happens on Sundays. It happens to everybody. And we're working really hard to try to make sure that we make all those things count, when we get them. We didn't make that one count, but I think what you saw with the team was they didn't get deflated, and you look at this game a year ago, we were down 14 points. You look at Southern Miss this year. This team is gritty, and they're willing to fight for 60 minutes. Now, where we have to be better is making those plays. When you get those opportunities to get off the field on offense and put 7 points on the board, you got to make those things count. And that's for us to get to our standard of what it's going to look like. Yeah, there's no doubt. You got to make those plays.
Thanks, Coach.